You definitely have to have nerves of steel.
The type of person that does drum corps would be very, very, very outgoing.
Loves attention, loves to be in the spotlight.
I like to joke around with my mom and tell her that I'm leaving for boot camp for the arts.
I think anybody can march drum corps who wants to, but can you humble yourself to sleep on the gym floor, to eat off a food truck? You have to step back and take yourself down a few notches.
You have to be willing to give up everything. You have to just be willing to be disciplined.
You have to be someone who absolutely loves this activity, someone who is absolutely hardcore about what they do.
And the hardest working people in the world.
Drum and Bugle Corps. Is it an art? Is it a sport? It's both. Yet these performances on football fields rival the same achievement found in the Olympics or Carnegie Hall. In the summer of 2001, we followed 4 young people on their national tour with the Blue Devils Drum and Bugle Corps. A veteran color guard captain, a rookie brass player from Canada, a percussionist who enjoys his solitude, and an opinionated color guard member in his age-out year. This look behind the scenes shows a rare side of today's youth. Dedicated, inspired, challenged, and passionate. The Blue Devils will travel 11,000 miles, rehearse 11 hours a day, to perform an 11.5-minute show.
11. What's that? 11. 11 what?
11 world championships, baby.
Oh, okay.
The Blue Devils are working on their 11th World Championship title.
My very first drum corps show was in 1997, and I was amazed. First moment that I saw them come out, horns, live brass, and color guard, I knew that I wanted to be in the Blue Devils.
Back in 1990, and I saw the Blue Devils color guard. It was the year that they did the Tommy Pinball Wizard show. And from that moment on, I said, I want to be in the Blue Devils color guard.
Saw the 96 tour video, and after that I just got into it and I wanted to do it.
Drum corps is a very competitive activity. A panel of 8 judges will reward technical and artistic achievement. Corps are athletic in their movement, yet artistic in their musicality and choreography. Drum corps play every style of music, from Broadway to jazz to classical to rock. The Blue Devils have the most DCI World Championship titles, 10 in all. In the winter months, thousands of young people from around the globe will audition for one of the 135 positions in the Blue Devils.
I auditioned to get into the Blue Devils in January of this year.
Andrea's accepted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
She was spunky.
She's very spunky.
Some people that we've accepted, that we would like to see accepted, are full-time. You know, so, which is great, you know.
You walk in and you just see staff looking at you, you know, and it's kind of intimidating. I was really kind of scared at first. They just have you play some things and tell you what you needed to work on.
This is just information for you.
Once a person is accepted or cast in a drum corps, he or she must attend weekend-long winter and spring rehearsal camps, and then begin a daily regimen in June. All this to learn the music and drill for the summer's 11.5-minute show. To say that this activity is no more than a weekend hobby is far from the truth. The expectations and demands placed on drum corps members are as lofty as those placed on Olympic athletes.
The physicality of this activity is definitely at the extreme end. A lot of us will actually lose about 20 pounds just because we exercise and we're running around from 9 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. We have to take care of our bodies. We have to eat right. The show right now is kicking our butts because a lot of us are still getting into the physicality of it. We're still, you know, getting that locomotion going inside of us.
Oh, geez.
Is this fun?
Oh, this is great fun.
It's definitely the Olympics, and you know what the Olympic athletes go through, their training to become the best in the world at what they do. It's the same thing here. The kids, they do nothing but eat, drink, and sleep drum corps.
Yeah, we all know this, those of us that have taught drum corps, we all know that the ideal person is someone who is around 16 to 19 years old, because this is a person who has had enough education to understand subtlety and nuance, is in the best physical shape of their lives, and if you can get them to commit to something, they can commit to it in a focused, intense way.
DCI finals, I mean, we're going to be so incredibly fit that we'll be able to do 2 run-throughs and get through that, where now it's still trying to push.
We're running backwards, and then we got a jazz run forward right out of it. Tough build.
A lot of people ask us how much we get paid to be in drum corps. Well, here's an FYI for you. We pay to be in drum corps.
All members must raise their own tour fees, as there is very little product sponsorship, even from the companies that supply the uniforms and equipment to the corps.
Average drum corps costs anywhere from $700 to $1,500. That doesn't include free days, extra socks, those things you need on the road.
For the $1,000 you get
Sleeping arrangements,
6 months of good training,
food
all summer,
breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack,
a tour.
chance to travel,
We get our horns, our uniforms.
compete in the World Championships.
Even the people who participate in drum corps will be the first to tell you that it is an obscure activity.
Yeah, I don't know why we don't get more publicity. Why don't we, get more audience in the show? For the fans who follow drum corps, they really enjoy watching and paying for these seats and the tickets and filling the house up. That's 10,000, that's 300,000, 20,000 more than most people ever get to perform in front of, even inside of a theater. And I suppose even if there was just 100 people, it might change the vibe a little bit, but those 100 people are there to just see your show. The more people there are here, the more hyped we get, the crazier we feel. And I can't wait until this place is packed up tonight, and it's gonna be loud in here. I can already tell.
Drum corps is a hard-to-describe live spectacle. Like fireworks, it's difficult to capture the excitement secondhand.
First thing you do when you try to explain to somebody what a drum corps is, you say, you know what a marching band is. And everybody says, yes, I know what a marching band is. Well, I used to say, add that 50-time fold, okay? And we still don't understand it unless you see it. You'll never understand it unless you see it.
The 2001 Tony Award-winning musical Blast was developed from the drum corps activity and utilizes the talents of many former drum corps members. Blast was successful in breaking down the barriers between musical pageantry and conventional theater.
Now we got something else to compare it with. Well, most people that don't know anything about drum corps do know about Blast, so they have something they can try to compare it with. So I say take Blast, put it outside on a football field with the same exact sound. That's what you get.
Some think it's crazy just because, I mean, we practice every day.
We have no idea what's going on in the real world.
You're dirty, you're sweaty.
And yet we are here in beautiful Indianapolis, getting our butts kicked, but having a good time.
Right.
It's been brutal.
I'm not sure if a pop star has it in it to do this, you know? I really don't think so, because it's not glamorous at all. We don't have people babying us, and we don't have people following us around. We take care of our stuff. Yeah, I guess it's similar to a pop star going on the road with concerts, but we're in the heat.
But you see, that's why their music is so good. Because they breathe together. They stretch together. They look at one another. They look at the conductor. They hear together. They play as one. That's what you can do. It's one big organism.
This is crazy. Like, there's some times when I can't believe we're doing this.
It's just weird, but at the same time, it's like the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, and I love every minute of it, so I would not trade this for anything.
Why am I in 120-degree weather running around this field over and over and over again?
You wake up and you don't want to do it, but once you're into it, it's hard to stop.
And it's because we're so hardcore, like all of us, or we're just like, we want this. We want to do this, and we put ourselves in this situation.
By the end of June, each corps prepares to set off on their national tour by bus.
Bus rides are pretty much like, relax, okay? Here's my relax time, here's my chill out time. Top 8 things that I would definitely have to pack with me on tour would be
Obviously a sleeping bag.
A toothbrush.
Shampoo.
Deodorant.
Deodorant is a huge one.
Cologne.
A pair of running shoes.
An aero bed.
I don't need any little foo-foo air mattresses.
I'm really picky about where my stuff goes.
I've got shampoo, toothpaste, deodorant, another camera, tan in a can.
These are more rehearsal shirts in here, and they go right here. That's all my sweaters on this side. They can't go on the other side.
My free day clothes, they're still draped everywhere. This is my uniform that's been wadded up here in a nice wad.
These are like the shorts I don't usually wear often. And these are my shorts that I wear all the time.
And this is called a dot book, and mine is actually filled out unlike some other people in the color guard.
A roll of toilet paper, which is absolutely essential. And you have to have it on every bus ride. Yeah, because I have a lot of crap in here.
And a comfortable pillow. Where we sleep is up in the air.
On the road, members and staff sleep on high school gymnasium floors.
Good morning, Blue Devil! Get up! We got a long day. We got things we need to do.
Wake up is at 7 a.m. Rehearsals run from 8 in the morning until 7 at night. An all-volunteer staff of cooks will serve 3 balanced meals a day. The corps will shower and change into their uniforms and travel to the evening show site.
Well, East Coast girls are hip, I really dig those styles they wear.
After the show, the corps waits to hear their scores and placement. Then they pack up their buses, travel through the night to the next show site, and repeat the process.
Didn't get in until about like 1 o'clock last night, and then had to be up at like 6 to get here by 8, and we're tired and we're starting to get on each other's nerves, which is normal when you have lack of sleep.
We go to Ohio, right?
It was Anniston. Where's that?
Pack up and go to somewhere.
Alabama, Georgia.
We go to Ohio next. I don't know. I think we go to Ohio.
You know what's sad is that half of us wake up in the morning and we're like, where are we?
We have 3 buses. One is called the Hound, and you have to be voted onto it. Then we have the Funliner, which is the drum bus, and they just beat on stuff all night long. And then we have the 04, which is the color guard bus, and there's more scandal and stories that go on there than any of the other buses.
Minutes. 135 people fit in the 4 stalls for 5 minutes, and we all have to pee, huh? This girl on the video here has a boyfriend and does not smoke at home.
Just listen.
Oh my God!
Yeah, the buses are crazy. Lots of fun though. Lots of fun. We try not to get in too much trouble.
Shut us down, shut us down, shut us down, shut us down. We'll just get back up again. Shut us down, shut us down, shut us down, shut us down. We'll just get back up again. Was it something I said? But I don't even know you. Was it something I did? And if it wasn't, just tell me. And if you show me no soul, then you give me no reason. Stand up straight when I walk, you can't see me. You gotta dust it, watching it again. If I gave you the soul, can I temper my freedom?
What did you have for breakfast?
I had a blowfish.
She was all like back in the bus stop, so I got up and I was like, what did you just say? And we kissed her asses.
Shut us down, shut us down, shut us down. We'll just get back up again.
I said drummers suck.
Yeah, we're off to Magic World.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Magic Kingdom monorail station. I thought you missed you.
No, we took a long time getting all of our stuff.
You walking. I talked to your dad, and I waited for your phone call till 12:30 last night.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And they said you couldn't even get through by calling me collect.
No, our phone wouldn't let us.
Oh.
The success of the feature film Drumline has made marching band cool. But as any marching band member will tell you, drum corps has always been cool. In fact, most championship marching bands are routinely brought to drum corps shows and clinics. They will even screen drum corps performance tapes to help create style and performance attitude.
At the end of shows, people want you to sign their shirts, sign their drumsticks, sign everything. They just want you to shake hands with them, hang out with them, and talk with them.
People who I know at home have been following us on the internet and the scores and everything, and I guess there were some pictures posted somewhere, and we're supposed to be the hottest thing, so.
Yeah, we have a lot of fans. During like our rehearsals and our practices, we have stands full of people coming to watch us, like just practice. You kind of get the feel for an actual performance. You know, and that helps you along with the whole performance aspect because you have people there watching you and you obviously want to make it as perfect as possible for these people because they love you.
Watching Blue Devils.
Blue Devils.
We're here, it's Sunday afternoon at our school and we're watching the Blue Devils practice. They're so clean, it's just amazing. Like, we want to go back to our practice and just be like, you don't understand how clean they were, we need to be like that.
The Blue Devils are awesome.
We got first place.
The 2001 Southwest Regional Champion, the Blue Devils.
And receiving the gold medal with a score of 96.15, 96.15, the Blue Devils from Concord, California.
On the first leg of their national tour, the Blue Devils remain undefeated. It appears that they're on the road to winning their 11th World Championship title.
It's a little more tension, it's a little more pressure on us to keep this momentum going. You know, hopefully we have an undefeated season, which would be like the ultimate, you know, the greatest thing to ever happen. But I don't know, it's just, we do what we gotta do. So right now, yeah, it's a little like, we don't want to lose, but I mean, as long as we're improving, it should be okay.
I've never been a part of like a performing group that's of this level that's achieved this much. And so it's a really interesting feeling, just like every night, whether it's a full corps retreat or not, you know, waiting for them to announce the scores, see how we do. And when they get to second place, I just sit there and like close my eyes and like pray that, you know, we're gonna win. And so far we have, and a couple of shows we've been, you know, 2 points, 4 points ahead of people.
Being on top can also be a nerve-wracking experience. Competition is stiff, and by season's end, your rivals are nipping at your heels.
Well, I definitely know how that feels to lose. I know what it feels like to be waiting on retreat block and that anxiety, the butterflies inside when you're like in second place. And I've heard it. I've heard in third place. So I know how it feels to not win, and it's okay. There is a part of it that is disappointing, but it's about the process. It's about what we've done the whole season. It's about how much we've enjoyed it.
I don't get bitter about that kind of stuff. It's just more determination for us to get better and for us to just move on and win the next show, I guess. And basically, all in all, I just hope we win finals.
I think a lot of them buy into the winning. I think they feed off of it too much. You know, they want to be the best all the time, and they want to go for a full winning streak without, you know, an undefeated season.
Just prior to championship week in Buffalo, New York, the Blue Devils' winning streak comes to an end.
winning is fun and losing sucks.
So we were in Murfreesboro. We were in full court retreat. We were standing there, just waiting for our scores. To our shock, we lost for the first time to the Cavaliers. And the field was dead silent. It was utter surprise.
Oh, we had a really good show last night. It was probably one of our best shows so far this year. So it was pretty good. We still lost, but that's all right. We only lost by like a 1/10, so.
My hopes right now are just to go out there and play the perfect show and just do the best I can without making a mistake and walking off that field and feeling like I couldn't have done it better.
If I had to lose anyone, I'd rather be the Cavaliers than anyone else, I think. It's obviously a competitor for our show, and I like it. I mean, it's cool. Now we'll get it back.
DCI Championships for Drum Corps is like the Super Bowl for football. The stakes and the nerves are high. This is where the record books are written. With stadiums filled to capacity, corps will play to their largest audiences at the World Championship Finals.
Go Drum Corps! Woo! First experience at finals is just, I'm ready for the rush.
Drove 800 miles to see it. Can't wait.
Something that gets in your blood. You can't get rid of it, even if you wanted to, and nobody would want to.
We love it. We're having a wonderful time.
I think more people should know about it, and we should do everything we can to keep supporting it.
Upon turning 21, members performing in their final season participate in the age-out ceremony, recognizing their years of hard work, their talent, and devotion to the activity. For many, saying goodbye to Drum Corps is not easy.
Even though it's hot and nasty and I bitch and complain, yeah, I'll miss it.
Now remember tonight, folks, anything can happen with the scores. Who knows what all will happen. The goal for us is to kick 2 more great performances out, and remember Saturday night's the deal. That's all it is about at this point, okay? So you got a chance to get through it, do it in the stadium, kind of got that through our systems, know how the warm-up is. Now mentally we know how to approach the next 2 nights.
There's this feeling that you get when you perform that you can't even put to words. You can't even make concrete. It's just the feeling that you feel inside of your heart. And today when we did our last run through, I was actually in the middle of the show just feeling all these sensations. I realized that it's that kind of feeling that brings me back each year. You know, it's for those 11 minutes of awe and beautiful energy that you feel.
Going into championships and actually having a chance at winning puts everyone on the same level. You kind of want to stay away from them because you see them every day, but I mean, when you're out there on the field, there's nowhere else you want to be.
Tonight we're gonna win, so it's all good.
For me personally, it's like I know I can't go out there and be a hero and save the show for everyone. I know I can only go out there and do my job and my responsibility. It's just one of those type things we all want it so bad, and it's just like right there, it's within our reach. And the judges that are judging tonight, they've had us in first all season long, and whatever happens, happens. But I know that tonight there's going to be an edge on the show.
Never had a silver before. Never, it's either bronze or gold. Bronze or gold.
When the summer ends, members take home more than just a trophy or a title. They go home with a life experience and the many rewards that it brings.
Yeah, that's a great question, the question of what the reward really is. Some of the reward is instant. Some of the reward is immediate. The applause of the crowd, or just being able to play in front of the crowd, going out under the lights at night, playing in a parade. Another reward is a little more long-term, and that is I committed myself to this for a year, 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, however long it is, and I've seen myself get better and better and better and better and better. If you can stand on the 50-yard line in 105 degrees with the sun in your eyes, and it comes the big fortissimo, and you can bring the horn up like that and play up to the GE box, you know, on an August afternoon with a bunch of people writing numbers down trying to figure out if you're doing anything wrong, right? And thousands of people yelling and screaming. If you can do that, you can do anything.
And this was really important. Best color guard. Even if we would have got 5th, this is what we wanted, so, like, yeah.
I've never felt as much energy and as much power as I felt tonight on the field.
It's over. Time to move on with life.
If you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. It winds from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Now you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, and Oklahoma City is mighty pretty, you'll see. Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this tiny tip when you make that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66.